I am so excited. There has been so much going on in my life since the last time that I filmed. I'm so sorry. I know it's been a while since I put out a video, but like I said in my last video, which I will link up here, I had to take my NCLEX, and for some of you that don't know what that is, it's like the test that allows you to officially become a registered nurse. And I wanted to update you guys. I passed the exam. It was terrifying. It was absolutely terrifying, but I'm so happy I passed the exam and I can officially breathe. I graduated nursing school. I'm now a registered nurse, and I've been kind of like working on my resume, applying for different jobs, things like that. So there's just been like a lot going on, so I haven't been able to film a video recently, but today I decided I wanted to sit down, I wanted to play with makeup, I wanted to do a look that not only I love, but I think my boyfriend kind of loves too. I think it's like one of his favorite looks to see me in. It's a neutral smoky eye, and I really haven't done any neutral looks on here. For the most part, I've been playing with colors, so I definitely wanted to sit down and film a video that I feel like a lot more people gravitate towards, and that's definitely the neutrals. They're the easiest to blend, and they look flattering on everyone. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. The first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip my hair out of the way because I just, you know, we don't want that hindering us in our process, okay? So I'm going to be using relatively only two palettes today. I'm going in with the ColourPop Bare Necessities and the original OG Jaclyn Hill palette. And to start out with, I'm going to do a transition shade. Ooh, but I just don't know which one. I think I'm going to go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette to do the transition shade. And I'm going to be using a JH35 by Morphe. It's just like a fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to be going in with the shade Silk Cream, and that's this one right here. You can obviously tell that these are super loved. Also, disclaimer, please disregard my fingernails. I'm waiting for them to fall off. I tried to remove some of them myself. Worst idea ever. I will never do that ever again. I literally, the one nail, I ripped off my whole nail bed. Like, I experienced, like, what you watch in horror films when they pull it off with pliers, okay? Like, I will never do it again, so I'm just gonna let them do their thing, fall off when they're ready, because I can't have nails when I start my nursing job. So, just ignore that. Act like you don't see it, you know? Alright, so I'm dipping into Silk Cream, and I'm gonna tap off the excess, as always. Woo! I'm so excited! So, you guys, today I had a phone interview for a hospital that I'm dying to get hired at. I honestly, all my friends have gotten hired there, and it just sounds like the most amazing company ever. They like offer a skills lab, so anything that you didn't see in clinicals like while you were in nursing school, like they kind of go over with you and things like that. And I'm just like super excited to get into this hospital. So when I got the opportunity for a phone interview, I was like, yes. And also, I was like praying about it and everything, because the position that I applied for was like kind of a general position. It's called Med Surg. So it's like a mix of everything pretty much. And I'm currently working as a medical assistant in oncology, and it's something that I really kind of gravitated toward and I really am interested in. And I think that I might want to become like an oncology certified nurse. And an oncology position opened up after I got the phone interview. So I was like talking to the lady on the phone today, and I was like, hey, you know, what do you think the odds are of me getting into the oncology position? Because usually they don't hire brand new nurses into the oncology position because it's very specialized, like kind of all your body systems are going wrong. And she saw that I had experience, 4 years of experience in oncology, and she was like, you know what, like I definitely feel comfortable pushing your resume to the floor manager of the oncology one. So fingers crossed, you guys. Oh, fingers crossed. I want this job so bad. You have no idea. I want this so bad. So I'm like really hoping that pans out. She said I should hear from like the floor manager within a couple of days, and at the latest a week. So fingers crossed. Okay, so got the transition shade down. I'm really like happy with that. Gosh, you know, this Jaclyn Hill palette, it's truly an OG. Like, I will never really, anytime I want to do like a neutral look, I gravitate toward this palette. The shadows just blend out like a dream. Like, it's hard to find a palette that happens with, but I really feel like this palette does that for me. So if you guys are sad and depressed that I keep using this palette, I'm so sorry, but it's phenomenal and y'all should buy it. Okay. The next shade that I'm going to be going in with is the shade Butter. Sorry, the names are like on the back of the palette. So the shade Butter, it's this one right here. It's just a little bit deeper than Silk Cream. And I'm going to dip into that with a JH31, tapping off the excess. And I'm kind of placing this like lower on the lid to really get that deepness in the crease here. But I'm not technically like putting it directly down on the lid. And I'm just going to rock that back and forth, windshield wiper motions, and doing little circular motions on the outside. And I want to make sure that I don't bring this down too far because I don't want like this like gape down here since I've already done my face. Gosh, I was so nervous for that interview today because I used to only stay at a job for 1 year because I would like get bored. I have ADD and I want to keep, you know, going into new fields. So I was in family practice and orthopedics and oncology. It's just like I'm always constantly like looking for the next thing, and so kind of nervous about it because I haven't done a phone interview in about 3, almost 4 years because I've been in the nursing program, so I've been steadily at one job. But it went really well. I'm really happy with how things like were discussed and everything, and I really feel like I might have a chance, and it's just, you know, giving me high hopes. High hopes. Okay, so now that I kind of have like those shades, there's like nothing left really on this brush, so I'm just kind of bringing it up towards the brow bone. Okay, next I'm going in with like a shader brush, and this is a brush that I don't know the name of, but it's like a typical like shading brush, and I want to start picking up some deeper shades. So now I'm going to go in with my Bare Necessities palette by ColourPop, and I'm going to be taking the shade, oh, why is everything always on the back? It's hard to line that up. Oh no, they're on the front too, how nice. Okay, so I'm going to be going in with the shade Taboo right here. Man, is it dark. It's a lot darker than the other shades that we've been like putting down, you know? So I'm just picking that up, tapping off the excess. Man, I really have not done a neutral eye in like a long time. I'm so excited right now. I'm going to place this, uh-oh, you guys, I forgot which side I picked it up with. Oh, I can't even see. I hope it's this side. Is it? Oh, it was. I picked the right side. Whoop, whoop. Kudos to me. So I'm going to place this on the outer corner. And I'm initially starting lower at the lash line and then feathering it upwards. And to me, like, that's just easiest to blend for me. It's gonna look a little crazy for a second. Trust the process, okay? Pick up a little bit more of that shade, and I'm gonna do the same thing to this eye. You know, honestly, it's a really bittersweet moment because I love my job that I'm at right now. I love the doctor that I work for. He has been so supportive of my nursing like endeavors and everything in the program, and he wrote me a beautiful recommendation letter, and so did his nurse practitioner, the one that I had talked about in my other videos too, that was like very encouraging and talking to me about my NCLEX and things like that. So it is like very bittersweet because I love these people and I love my job, and I just hope to get out there and get experience and one day like return to them. It would just be amazing. But you know, obviously I don't want to say that like prematurely because it would be amazing to build connections like that at my new job, which could happen, and I could be very happy. So it's just kind of, you know, a bittersweet moment. I'm gonna have to say goodbye soon, and I've been thinking of like ways to do that and like cards that I could get people just to like thank them for everything that they've done for me in this process, because it's been like everyone in the job has been so supportive when it comes to my personal like supervisor and the other medical assistants, literally all the nurses. Everyone at this job has been so supportive, willing to jump in and help me when I couldn't come in, like covering shifts for me. It's just been a dream come true, honestly, and it's sad. I'm gonna miss everyone. Okay, I'm also going to take this dark shade and I'm going to put it on the inner portion of the eye. And I'm looking down and away just to kind of open up my lid space and tap this in here. And do the same thing over here. Does that like happen to you guys? Are you like ever so excited for the next chapter of your life, but at the same time just absolutely petrified to make that step? That's like how I feel, but it's like at the same time I know that I'm going to be an amazing nurse and I have to do this in order to get started in my career. But it's so sad. Like I truly, truly love where I work. It's so sad, you guys. So now I'm just going to use like patting motions to kind of blend out the edges up here. And I'm also going to drag this just a little bit like above that lid space that I'm leaving open. And it helps like if you put your mirror down lower and like look down, because it really opens that up, and raise your eyebrows. Okay. Do the same thing over here. And also this eye might come out looking a little patchy because I've been crying on this corner of my eye like non-stop. Just to put my foundation on has been a struggle because it's like everything I do to this corner of my eye just cries off. So if anything, just pay attention to this eye, you know? So like another thing that I've been doing is I've been out there, like I had to renew my CPR certification. And so I was so happy I found a company that did it like in person. Yes, I wore a mask, I was safe and everything, but it was like really difficult to find companies that were doing the CPR training in person because of COVID and everything. So I was really happy that I found, you know, a place to do that. The one thing that I wasn't too thrilled about, which I mean, obviously it's good for practice and everything. This woman that did the class, she was like a drill sergeant, okay? She truly made us do compressions like the whole time. The next day, my arm muscles hurt. Everything was so sore. CPR is like a workout you've never encountered. Okay, truly a workout you've never encountered. Okay, so now I'm going to go back in with the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to take a bit of that Silk Cream shade from the first brush that we used, and I'm going to try and blend out the edges at the top. Just so that there's no like harsh lines or anything, because I don't want to blend too much on the, like down on the lid, because I want to keep that smoky. I just feel like God has been like propelling me forward. Honestly, there were times like in the nursing program that I like wanted to give up, and I'm like, I can't do this. And you know, I had my support system and everything, thank God. But it was like, I can't do this. And then when I was applying for jobs, I was like praying. I was like, you know, I really want oncology. Like, if this is the path that you want for me, like, please open doors for me. And that day, an oncology physician opened up, and I was just like, I feel like a surfer, like, on this wave, and I'm, like, waiting for the water to, like, come down and crush me, and it's not happened yet, which I'm so grateful for, and I just, like, really hope that, like, this is God's will for my life, you know? And the exciting news is that my group of girlfriends from the nursing program, there's, like, a few of them, it's so exciting. There's 4 of us in total, and everyone's passed. All 3 of them have jobs. They took their NCLEX before me and everything, so they've already like had jobs. Like I said, everyone's been getting kind of hired at the little company in Mary, and it would just be like a dream come true to like continue that, you know, working together and everything. I'm excited. You guys, I'm so excited. So I'm picking up a Morphe M513, and I'm going in with the shade Velveteen in the corner down here. It's a little bit lighter than Taboo, just because I really want to try and blend out this darker shade so it doesn't look so harsh. And I'm just kind of like layering, you know? Gosh, I haven't filmed in so long, you guys. I'm so sorry. And if you get a little bit on that like center space, don't worry about it because we're just gonna cover that up with like a shimmer shade, so it'll be fine. Oh, this eye is so raw. I was like trying to film all day on this eye. Like I was doing a yellow look and it just was not turning out how I wanted it to, and I kept having to like take it off, start over, take it off, start over. So this eye is like crazy raw, you guys. It's so bad. That's why I'm saying, like, if it comes out patchy, let's do our best to just ignore that. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with like a super light shade, and I'm taking the JH31 again, and I'm gonna use the shade in the Buff in the palette, and just like a really light shade, just because like I kind of brought it up a little high, not gonna lie, and so I want to diffuse it if I can by this. Oh, hi Bud, what is it? So I'm pretty happy like where this is at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and add the lid shade on just so I can kind of see like where I need to blend more and things like that. So to do that, I am going in with the ColourPop palette. Dude. One thing I will say about this palette, it's beautiful, it's lovely. It's nothing like Subculture by any means, but there is a lot of kick up in the shadows, so that doesn't really bother me, but if it bothers you guys, I don't know if you would really like ColourPop shadows, to be honest with you. I feel like this is my second palette by them, and they've been more on the powdery side, but when they are pressed a little bit lighter like that, it does make them more blendable. So pro, con, it's up to you guys, you know? So I think that I'm gonna go in with the shade right here. It's called Silk Teddy. And oh, I'm happy I don't have my fingernails on because now I can really get in there, you know what I mean? As opposed to like trying to like jab into the corner of my eye. So I'm just gonna pick that up on my middle finger. Sorry to flick you guys off. This is such a pretty shade. I don't know if you guys, I'm gonna let the camera focus on it, but it has kind of like a little bit of gold reflex in it, but not too much. It kind of pulls silver too. I like that mix, that combination. So I'm gonna put that right in the center of the lid. I am noticing you're gonna get some fallout with that. And you guys can apply this like however you want, whether you guys use a brush or not. I personally don't like using a brush for shimmer shades. I just feel like I don't get the payoff that I normally would when I use my finger. So totally up to you guys. But I'm just tapping this literally directly in the center of the lid. And I'm like raising my eyebrows too. That is so gorgeous. I kind of want it a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna go in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and I'm gonna pick up the shade Beam right here and I'm gonna place that like, oh my gosh, on top of this shade. Is this a mistake or a good idea? I don't know. Proceed. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, okay. I'm not putting it all where I put Silk Teddy, just kind of like right in the center of Silk Teddy. Wow, that was like really brightening. Holy crap, I love that. Okay. Again! Do you guys gravitate toward more like smoky eyes or like traditional eye looks? I'm actually like really curious about that. Okay, so now that I have that down, I want to deepen out these like previous darker shades. So I'm going to pick up a little bit smaller of like a pencil kind of brush. This is an M506 and I'm going to go back in with the shade Taboo, which is the darkest shade in the palette that we used. I get so nervous with darker shades, honestly, I really do. And I'm kind of just tapping over the outside edges just to like blend that as much as I can. That looks a lot better compared to this, I think. Who knows though? You guys could be the judge of that. Once again, just tapping on the outside. Oh, I can already feel this eye is getting irritated. I'm gonna switch to the inside of this eye. I'm like treading on eggshells. I hate that, like when you make a mistake and you have to like take it off and start again, but then like your eye is so irritated. I have really like sensitive eyes naturally, so I have sensitive skin, I have sensitive eyes, you name it. I'm sensitive. So this is coming out exactly how I wanted it though, I'm not gonna lie. I think that I might want to deepen this up like a lot more. I think I'm gonna pick up black. I don't know, it could be a bad decision. I think I'm gonna mix the black and Taboo together. So Spyglass and Taboo. I'm really gonna tap off the excess because I like do not want to go in heavy-handed. Obviously, after I put it down, I can't take it away, so. Yeah, that was a good decision. Oh! I don't know. Do you guys get ADD like this when you do your makeup? It's like, please don't mess up. Please don't mess up. Yeah, I can already tell it's like not, see what I mean? This eye. Dude, she's mad at me. Rightfully so. I've put her through a lot today, you know? Okay, now I'm picking up this shader brush that we use with the darker shade. I'm not picking up any extra product, but I'm just gonna kind of use it with whatever was left on it to kind of like diffuse and blend that black to more of like a deeper brown side. Yeah. And now I'm gonna pick up that JH31. I'm gonna go back in within the buff, which is like that super, super light, almost white shade to kind of diffuse all of these edges, because we are for sure on the smokier side of life right now. Okay, I'm pretty happy with where that's at right now. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on the lower lash line. So to start out with the lower lash line, I am gonna pick up this pencil brush shade, the 506 that I was dipping in with the black and the brown, because I want the deepest to be kind of like at the, well, actually no, lies. I'm gonna pick up a definer brush, the JH43, looks like this. And I'm gonna pick up the shade Taboo, which is that darkest shade in the palette, not the black, but the chocolate brown. And I'm gonna really like tight line this kind of right underneath my lash line, because I want the darkest to be at the lashes and then blend down. I'm not being like too precise with it because I am gonna like blend it out, you know, but still keeping it at the lashes. Gotta be very careful on that eye. Oh my gosh. You know how I know it's irritated? It's burning. And it's not the shadows, because I've used these shadows like 100,000 times. It's truly because I've been scraping at the eye all day, so yay for that. I can only imagine when I go to wash my face tonight how that's gonna feel. I'm going in with like a second layer and just kind of like rocking it back and forth in the lash line. Next, I'm gonna pick up the pencil brush, the M506, and I'm gonna pick up actually not the most chocolatey shade, the second chocolatiest, the Velveteen right here. So I was going in with this one right here, Taboo, on the definer brush, and now I'm gonna go in Velveteen. Can't talk. Okay. And I'm gonna look up, just because I feel like that helps me like really allow the pressure. Like when I'm looking down, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get a corneal abrasion. Which, don't want that. Pretty. Oh, we are so smoky, you guys. Holy crap. I love that. I feel like the smokier the better, especially when you're going to be in like dimmed lighting. I know that it might make you look like you have raccoon eyes or something, but I just think it's super sexy looking. Okay, so now that I have that down, I'm going to pick up the M513, and actually, yeah, I am. Okay. And I'm going to go in with our transition shade that we used from the Jaclyn Hill palette, the Silk Cream shade. this, is it this guy? Yeah, this guy right here. Dude, because I've hit pan, I'm like, is there a difference? I mean, I can't really tell anymore because the shadow's like almost gone. And I'm just gonna try and like connect this to the outer corner and like really kind of blow that out. Same thing to this eye. You know. The ugliest faces, I swear. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. Next, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna pick up on just like another like shader brush, a little bit of the Silk Teddy, just to like tap in the center without my finger, just because I don't want it to come off like too bright since I already like kind of blended everything out, but I also feel like I lost like the shine a little bit. So just right in the center, just gonna like re-tap that on. Right like that. Okay, now it is time to wipe away the fallout on my eye. So there's fallout. I don't know if you guys can see. Gosh, most of the fallout is actually the shimmer shade, which I'm not surprised about because applying it with your finger does make it more crumply. So not surprised. Next, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna add in some liner, but I'm not going to be doing like a wing or anything, and I'm not going to be really using eyeliner per se. What I'm going to be doing is going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette with this black shade, and I'm going to go in with a definer brush. The M432 looks like this. There is eyeliner on it. Do we ever really wash our brushes if we use them for the same thing? I do actually. I just washed them like not too long ago, but you know, I'm just saying. Alright, and I'm going to put that right on the lash line, and I'm doing it kind of lightly because I want it to also blend in with the brown that I had already previously placed there. I just want to like give it a little bit more definition. I'm so excited to finish this look and like send my boyfriend a picture because like we live together, but he's out of town on work right now, and I want to stir the pot. Like, where are you going, babe? Oh. Girls, why do we like to do that? We like the attention, right? I can't be the only one. Just a little definition. I'm also going to do this on the top too. And I kind of just sit it on top of the lashes, and I push my lashes down, and then I push the brush in. Like I said, it shouldn't be too much of a difference, but you can just tell like it's a little bit more defined around the eye. Really difficult to do this, my goodness. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is apply liner for real on the waterline. I'm going in with the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the shade Swerve. It's the black one. And I'm going to put this on the top and bottom waterlines. Once again, I find this easiest to do if you like put the mirror lower and look up, or look down, I'm sorry. Let yourself recover after stabbing yourself in the eye. And I don't know if this is gonna stick on this eye just because, like I said, it's irritated. So now that I put the eyeliner on the waterline, what I'm gonna do is take that definer brush again, dip into some black shadow, and kind of blend the liner with the black defined line that we had put down. Because sometimes like with your lashes you can get like a gap there. See how like it looks like it's closed now? I'm gonna do it on the top waterline too. And like I said, give your eyes like time to adjust and like recover too. That's like a huge thing. Like you're poking in your eye areas. Woo! Recover, recover, recover. Getting rid of any like fallout. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. Now I'm going to add the inner corner highlight. And to do that, I'm taking the Jaclyn Hill loose highlighters in the shade Extra. And I'm just going to take like a little tiny, oh my gosh, this guy is so tiny. M213 like this. It's like a little flat brush. And I'm just going to pick up some of that. And we're going to place that directly in the corner. Ooh, this could get addicting. A little bit goes a long way, but my word. Before I put my mascara on, I am going to put on my highlighter. Just because, like, if I do bring it up, like, under my brow bone, which I do sometimes, I don't want it to fall down on my lashes. So I'm going in with the Jaclyn Hill Flash Palette, and I know that she doesn't sell this particular palette any longer, but on her website, she did bring back the shades individually. The only one that she didn't bring back was this first shade here, which I need that. I'm pale. Not that the other one doesn't work for me. Don't get me wrong. This one is iced, and that's probably the one I'm going to go in with, which is on her website. But, you know, I love the whole palette. I want the whole palette back. You know what I mean? I don't want the individual. I want the palette. Okay. I'm done ranting. I'm going to pick up a little bit of the first two shades, tapping off the excess. Actually, I wasn't going to use a mirror, but I apparently need one. Ooh, that's really pretty. And this is what I mean, like I just kind of run it right underneath on the brow a little bit. These lights kind of like blow it out, but it is really pretty. I get so upset because with like masks nowadays, you can't see my highlight. Why? I wish we need to like come up with like masks that like go down and then like up, you know? To be honest with you, they're probably out there. I just am ridiculous and haven't looked. Shouldn't say ridiculous, more like lazy. But yeah, I am really applying this like all over. I want to be glowy. Next, moving on. We're gonna go into mascara. I'm going in with my absolute most favorite mascara, the Bella Me High Definition Mascara, and it is an MLM scam, but I'm gonna use it anyways, even though I don't support MLM scams because I think they're disgusting. It is the best mascara I've ever used in my life, so you'll see the difference right now. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, you guys, story time. The other day I was so late for work. Do you know I was so tired when I got up and I was doing my makeup? I thought this was my brow gel. I did my brows and I proceeded to put mascara in my brows. Then I didn't notice till I was brushing my teeth and I look up and I had black eyebrows. I texted my manager. I'm like, I'm so sorry I'm late. I put mascara in my eyebrows. Anyone else? Anyone else? I tried to take it off with my micellar water and of course it like smeared everywhere, and then, dude, I look like a clown. It was beyond. So another thing, I pulled it down and I like look up and then I blink down on it. Just so that I can really get the mascara like at the root. And after I get it coated, sometimes I like will go in and then like rock it back and forth. Let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing me do like an Amazon fashion haul. That's where I got this bodysuit that I'm currently wearing. Holy crap, I've been ordering packages left and right. My neighbor keeps like putting them outside our door at the condo. I'm like, I opened the door and I was like, holy crap. You know, you don't feel like you've ordered a lot till you see all of the packages. And then you're like, what have I done? You know? But you can see the difference like in this eye versus this eye. It's crazy. Oh, I don't want to look up because I don't want to like, I'll show you in a second. And when I put it on the bottom, I just set it on the lashes and then I rock back and forth and while I'm wiggling it downwards to the end of the lash. I know a lot of people use like skinnier mascara ones for the bottom. I just use the same mascara throughout. This is where we're at with the look right now. I will be right back. I'm going to go apply my lipstick off camera just because I have no lips and I'm embarrassed about them, and that is what it is. So I will be right back. Okay, you guys, so I am back. This is our finished look. It's super warm and smoky. Definitely good for a date night or a girls' night out, whatever you want to wear it for. I feel super feminine, empowered, sultry, sexy, ready to go. Thank you so much for watching and tuning into the video. Stay tuned for more videos to come. If you have not already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It helps me to grow and lets me know that you guys are interested in these videos, so that I can keep posting. Comment down below if there's any looks that I have not done yet that you're interested in seeing. And also let me know if you guys want to see an Amazon haul. Like I was saying, I've been on a binger of Amazon clothing. I have no style. I like wear black t-shirts and like sneakers and yoga pants on an everyday basis, so I'm trying to like vibe up my look, and I feel like really stylish today. I have earrings on, okay? Earrings. Never happens. Look back at all my other videos. There's no earrings, okay? I feel really... Okay, I have got to end this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.